Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana has reached the ideal target here that I indicated in one of the previous, I think in yesterday's video, we talked about this level 1848 as an ideal target to get to when it was starting to come down here. Before that, I had already issued a signal on Telegram and Discord, and that was here the 1848 level, and we reached that. Yeah, we reached it, which is fantastic. The thing is only that it doesn't really show a great reaction to it yet. It certainly is reacting to it here on the micro level, but not in terms of, right, we get a pretty good bounce. I think the C wave should be nearly done. I mean, how did I calculate actually this target? And how did I mean, you never know if you get there, but why was it likely to get there? Well, if we take the length of this A wave here, of the third wave, yeah, and we go to the high of the B wave, then we get this level, plus minus a few cents, depending on how accurately I draw the fibs. And then it depends a little bit on the exchange, a few cents up or down, depending on the exchange, but we reached a 1-to-1 ratio. Now, this is the first relevant target for such a C wave. I mean, the very first one was here, 1670, but it's not a very common target. It's also not too uncommon, but in most cases, you are seeing the 1-to-1 ratio between waves A and C. Always bear in mind, it's a pretty small time frame here, this analysis of the sub-wave structure of this C wave of a wave 2. But it certainly you can use these as orientation. Now, I would fully expect to go down lower eventually at the moment, so that the 1739 level, in my opinion, should still be reached. We now need to be watching, now that we've reached this pivot, do we get our fourth wave now? Which is absolutely likely. Yeah, we could get a fourth wave. I don't really have a strong view of, that it started yet. But if we get it, I wouldn't be surprised to move up, retest previous support as resistance. Previous support was the 1970 level, 1960. That's first of all here structural support. Plus it's the 38.2 fib level, which is a very likely target here in this case. Also because, if I'm looking at the fibs, take the length of the third wave, yeah, and go to the low of the fourth. No, take the length of the third wave, and I actually go to the wave 4 retracements. You can see this is in the target area, yeah, for a wave 4. In a wave 4, you would expect the 23.6 fib level as a minimum, the 38.2 as an ideal level, and the 50% as a maximum normally. But this makes it more difficult here in this case because the move down seems to be a diagonal pattern, in my opinion, which means your Fibonacci levels are less reliable, less relevant, especially in a wave 4 retracement, which could very well overlap with wave 1. Yeah, so it could get it could become quite a substantial bounce. But I also have to tell you that I don't see any signals yet that it's turning around yet. Maybe we get one more low on the micro level, and then it will be interesting to see how the price is going to react to the 1739 level. For everybody who's new on the channel, we obviously looked at this wave 1 to the upside between end of December and end of January. And the move down here currently is looking like an ABC structure, and the C wave should, as a minimum, get to 1739. Now, this is the entire support area. So it can turn around really at any time. It's done what it needs to do. The wave C here broke below the A wave low. That's normally what you want to see. So we need to be open to the idea that this could turn around at any moment, but more likely would be currently continuation to the downside and to reach in some way or in one way or another the 1739 level at least, possibly even 1517. This is sort of, in my opinion, a very likely structure because there is still a wave 4 and 5 missing, in my opinion, and that would be in line pretty much with the Bitcoin count as well. Yeah, that's what we are watching out for at the moment. Time-wise, I mean, Fibonacci time zones, yeah, if I'm looking at the length of the wave 1, we can see that we are now, basically the wave 2 has already taken longer than the wave 1. That's okay, certainly it's been long enough now. It's taken enough time to correct based on what you would normally expect, so it's okay. Yeah, I mean, if not, we just have to watch now the 1739 level, have to be open to the idea that the wave 4 could already be starting, but for now there is no evidence for it, and the way price action is hovering now, I would rather say we are not starting with wave 4 yet. It seems like we might need one more low on the micro level here, but it might not need much more. Well, we'll see. If you now see something like strong upside, it indicates wave 4. started, but there is no way of saying that at the moment, because at the moment it's just moving sideways and the move up looks very corrective. I mean, what you would expect in a wave 4 is, well, something like this here, maybe even a bit stronger. So an A wave possibly as an impulse, then a B wave and a C wave that could even go a bit higher. So something like that would be expected for the 4th wave. It's now reached, as I said, minimum expectations, and however, trading the wave 4 on the long side is always a bit risky because the trend is down, right? I mean, the C wave is the higher level trend, and that is at the moment down. But yeah, there is certainly upside potential from here or from 1739. I'll keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.